Hello, listeners, and welcome to a special episode of the CoStar News Hotels podcast, recorded from the lodging conference this week in Phoenix. I'm Stephanie Ricca, editorial director of the hotels team at CoStar News, here with our associate editor, Trevor Simpson, covering the event this week. Now, remember, you can find our full conference coverage online at costar.com/hotel news. But today we want to run through a few quick highlights and takeaways from the event for our podcast listeners. Hi, Trevor.
Hi, Steph.
We're recording this on October 7th after 2 full days of lodging conference programming. Trevor, give me one word that you think describes the mood here, and don't say optimistic.
I'm not going to say optimistic because I don't think, I mean, it's generally optimistic,
Okay.
but I think my word is going to be jaded
Whoa.
because, yes, I think there is a lot of, optimism going into next year, but I think all of the uncertainty and that being a thing again is starting to wear on hoteliers a bit. That we thought we were kind of out of that kind of environment, but we are smack dab in the middle of a lot of uncertainty.
Uh,
Mm.
but you know what? You're right. It's true. And for a while, the chatter was kind of like, oh, uncertainty is just a crutch. We'll have some visibility. But no, especially now that it's budget season, you
Yeah,
can't, evaluate hotels. You can't set a budget. They truly are still uncertain. So it's real.
yeah, it's very real. And obviously, the economy being uncertain is a big thing. But hoteliers are still optimistic, especially in terms of getting deals done, the transaction market. That's been a big thing at all of these conferences where we go to them. And it's been like this for the past few years where it's like, yeah, we understand things haven't been great, but it's going to get better. And we're stuck in that Groundhog Day cycle.
Yes.
Even amid all of this, they are hopeful that things are going to get better. And it's more so getting comfortable in the uncertainty, navigating through it, knowing that, hey, there's going to be some kind of uncertainty. Let's do what we can control to mitigate these concerns.
That's exactly it. I think a lot of brave buyers are confronting that bid ask gap and making moves. Speakers this week, we heard they talked about increased competitiveness for smaller hotels at lower price tags. These are not trophy assets fetching record pricing, but making hotel deals at that lower level seems to be the right move or the advice that a lot of, whether it's analysts or owners, investors, whatever, are giving to attendees, to buyers, as the right move for this point in the cycle, especially with overall supply so low. I heard a bunch of owners say, hey, I wish that, post Great Recession, when we were in this similar trough, that I would have been more brave and bought
Right.
into the downturn. So
Yeah.
that's kind of the marching orders, the advice
Yeah.
that a lot of these people are giving. Now, before we wrap up, I told you this was going to be a quick takeaways podcast. I want you, Trevor, to tell me something fun that you noticed this week at the lodging conference, because this show has the reputation of being the fun conference.
Yeah, I'm going to focus on their new mascot. I'm not aware if they did come up with a name yet and announce a name. There is going to be a drawing there, but they have a new cactus mascot that had
Yes.
a fun little unveiling at the opening session today. So it was pretty fun. Steph, what about you?
Yeah, well, there's a contest to name him.
Yeah.
And of course, I asked for a selfie with the cactus, but his eyes are real big and he's kind of like, ooh.
Did you
So
come up with the name?
no, I don't. What would you call a cactus at a hotel conference?
Yeah, it's a tough one because you can't go the prickly
No, you
or
don't want to say
anything like
prickly.
that.
That's not
No,
very
no, it
hospitable.
is not at all.
Maybe we'll just name him Todd.
Todd. Yeah.
Bruce?
Bruce, yeah. Human name?
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll throw our entries into the ring and maybe we'll reveal on a future podcast what the name is. So my fun thing, this week leading up to the conference, a bunch of the big companies, Hilton, Wyndham, Marriott, made some brand announcements. We won't go through all that now. You can read about them on CoStar.com. But today I toured the Marriott Bonvoy outdoor space here at the conference. Marriott launched a new collection brand, outdoor collection that includes postcard cabins, which they acquired, and trailboard and hotels, which they partnered with last year, as well as a digital platform that will basically allow travelers to search for Marriott hotels that are by outdoor experiences, whether that's beach or hiking or skiing or surfing. Anyway, they had all sorts of tiny homes, yurts, A-frames, like shipping container type rooms set up that you could, it was glamping by Marriott. And I know that glamping has become a word that was really overused and then it, kind of lost favor, but I think it's back. They're doing some fun stuff. I'd stay in one of them. Would you glamp, Trevor?
I think I'd glamp. I'm not really an outdoorsy kind of guy, so that might actually be more my speed than traditional camping.
They
But
were luxury.
I'm sure. And I mean, we've been hearing at all these conferences and today about how experiential travel is the talk of the town. So,
Still the thing.
yeah. Well, everyone, remember to find all our industry news coverage at CoStar.com and subscribe to this and all our CoStar News podcasts wherever you like to listen.
Thanks. See you next time.
Hi, I'm Davon Reed.
I'm Omari Head.
And I'm Chris Henry.
We're the hosts of the Next Gen and Lodging podcast. It's a monthly show in which we interview a new generation of hoteliers to get their insights into a variety of disciplines and topics, from finance to food and beverage and hotel operations. Listen to us on Spotify, Google, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This episode of the CoStar News Hotels podcast was recorded on October 7, 2025, and edited by Rachel Daub. Find all hotel industry news at CoStar.com/hotel news and subscribe to our podcast wherever you like to listen. Just search for CoStar News. Thanks for listening.